Good afternoon, World Wide Web. Welcome back to my stock channel. This is James, your favorite ticker picker. Yeah, we had to wait a couple of weeks for it, but it looks like it's coming. $18.60 for Carnival. Its high has been $18.80, 5.33% right now. It looks like a steadily trend upwards throughout the day, but I'm only guessing. It could fall back. This morning at 8:55 a.m., Royal Caribbean announced a bigger beat than they expected and higher numbers than they expected for last quarter in their upcoming earnings release. It sent Carnival and Norwegian into a tizzy about an hour before this news broke. I don't know who the insiders are and who gets their information first, but we saw 5% movement in these stocks before this news even broke. A little disturbing, but on the good news is the insiders are wanting a bigger piece of Carnival and Norwegian. They know stuff. They know a little more than we know, and they're the ones who sent it apeshit today. And it looks like we may just hit new highs later on today. I'm hoping so. If not, maybe tomorrow. If not, it'll just be holding back a little bit for the earnings burst. The more it holds back, the more of a burst we'll get. And be prepared for the 1 day lag, the 2 day lag after the earnings. The market may need to digest the news before moving forward. I don't know when you get out and try to catch the next low point. This is one of those could miss the boat moments, though, as earnings is so darn close. August 1st is Norwegian's earnings, and these are both going to follow. Good job on Carnival today in Norwegian. I'm sorry, everybody. It took 2 weeks to get back to respectable levels. It looks like these are going to hold thanks to Royal Caribbean and their wonderful news and their wonderful outlook of what we already knew. We already know they're fully booked through the holidays. So Norwegian Carnival continuing to win, and it looks like they're going to do good. And I don't think you buy at these prices. I think you maybe sell at the new high or maybe even a couple of bucks higher than the new high. I don't really know what you should do. It depends on what you bought at and where you're at and how much you can stand to lose money and just in case. Norwegian today hit $22.28 in pre-market earnings. Norwegian Cruise Lines holding, 22.02 right now. It's been bouncing between 22 and 22.10 for the last half hour. It fell back down to 21.50 earlier today, and then it came right back. And the high is 22.75 for the year. And it could be up there today. I don't know. It seems like a steady progress of upwardness ever since this morning fall off, the profit taking that happened right after market opened. It's kind of been steadily creeping ever since, ever so slowly. Falls back and settles, and then it finds a new little high area, and then it falls back and settles. I hate guessing the trends on these things. I think that's like you need a time machine for that. And even if you had one, you'd be getting bad info. But verifications have it that they're still fully booked out through the holidays, Carnival and Norwegian. You're getting back to your higher points here. Pick which one you want to get out on or go for a new higher point with the earnings. There does run a risk in that. I like to play risk-free. So I'm starting to think I might want to avoid earnings with the majority of my shares, and then play the earnings with a smaller percentage of them, and then just be patient with it. But you don't want to be the FOMO, the missing, but you also don't want to lose ever. So a bird in the hand is always better than two in the bush. Just remember that. Win, 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 win. Hopefully you're doing stocks or long-term options. You can afford to be a little bit patient and wait a couple of weeks for your next win. Just keep taking your wins and quit risking your losses. That's how I'm trying to play it. I'm trying to not let much time expire, and expand into further options when the opportunity arises. 2207, let's go. Um, well, that's just my strategy. Yours might be to hold through earnings. I'm going to see where it's at before earnings. If this thing breaks $23, $24, I might just be out before earnings. I'll probably be out at 23 perhaps on this one, and then just try to hope it falls back down to 20. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Then I'll be screwed. Well, y'all will be riding high again. I made this mistake the last time. I got out way too early, and then it went up another freaking $2. So I don't know. It's hard to tell the tops of these things, but now that we got the roller coaster action potentially right after this earnings cycle, but the Royal Caribbean news definitely affects this one in a huge way. It could be an earnings blowout. They're going to have enough earnings per share just in this quarter to justify this price. It could very well go up considerably. I still think it's got 35 to go to. It might think it has 40 to go to. I have no idea. But up a couple of bucks every month is what I can predict as an average. So the more it goes up here, the less it's going to go up later. Keep that in mind too. And play your rollers, because it's going to be a higher roll this time, I'm guessing. And I'm not a professional stock analyst or financial advisor, nor am I telling you what to do. But I don't know, pick your moments and pick your rules of trading and stick to them. Stick to them like glue. I get out with a bird in the hand, not two in the bush. I skip earnings calls sometimes because I fear them. I definitely fear them now after that Carnival earnings. It was fantastic, but that scared the crap out of me. I could have gotten out high, gotten in low, and then gotten out really high. That's the way that should have played out. But unfortunately, it took a bath. I took a bath, and then I had to wait it out, and then I didn't get out at the right price, and then it was just a disaster. If I'd have been back in at 14 like I should have been after the Carnival earnings, I wouldn't have minded holding it till it was 1930. It would have been a whole different ball game. But anyhow, the cruise lines are a tough one to guess the high points and the low points. Just kind of go off what you paid for it, and make sure there's a substantial win for you. And as long as you keep chalking up substantial wins, you're going to do great. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your cruise lines. I hope they do well today. Let's see a new high on both of them. And have a wonderful day. Good luck.